Greetings ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be using a similar approach to the lore when I covered Zanarkand from Final Fantasy X. This time I am implementing more of a balance between the lore side of the topic as well as the storytelling of the character being used for this video. Hopefully it works out and you enjoy. As always, please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more lore related content, and comment if you enjoy this style or not, or if there are other styles you would like me to explore when it comes to presenting content. I, for one, am not afraid to try new and different methods of creating content for all of you, but otherwise now onto today's video. Come along now, don't dilly-dally. I'm sure there are many people coming in and out of the gates. More than usual, in fact. Halt! Who are you? I've never seen you around here before. How can I tell? Your garments! You certainly do not look like residents of this city. Where are you, you ask? Why, you are in the city of Rabanastre, the shining city of the kingdom of Dalmasca. I am a proud citizen and soldier of this place, and, well, you seem rather interesting folk. I suppose I can share everything I know about the city and its rich history. Ah, that reminds me. Another person has passed this way before. Now, I do get rather interesting visitors coming from all over to visit Rabanastre, but this one foresaw your coming. He told me that anyone who did not seem like residents of Rabanastre should like, comment, and subscribe on this video, whatever that meant. He didn't believe anyone who lived here would understand the concept behind those words. Now that I ponder on it, I'm not sure myself what those words mean. So perhaps there is merit to what he said. Ah, where was I? Right, the city of Rabanastre. Come, let's chat on the side and on the street there. You, take post while I have a chat with these guests. This city is located in the heart of the once kingdom of Dalmasca. Dalmasca lies right in the center of the growing empires of Arcadia and Rosaria, two empires who are at imminent war. Although there was a time where Dalmasca was one of the greatest powers in all of Ivalice, and Rabanastre right at the center. At a time where the first dynasty king arose and formed the Galtean alliance, I suspect that it was around that time that this city was established as its capital, considering its central location in Ivalice, as well as the architecture being made from Galtean masonry. They really took pride in their work. I don't think any of our current masons can replicate such art unless they've studied it for years. Let me tell you about how this city is structured. The left and right side wings of the city are both merchant corners where you can get a variety of goods from whichever merchant you wish. The south of the city serves as a square where many of the citizens gather, as well as where the east, west, and south gates are located. Each of the gates lead to a different part of the map, where the east and west gates leading to the Ester Sand and the Wester Sand respectively. In addition, the Ester Sand also holds the entrance to the Aerodrome, while the south gate leads for the Giza Plains. I remember Queen Ashe talking about all her journeys outside each of the gates and how they had different events and outcomes. It was quite a story. Someone could even make it into an interesting game if they wanted to. This city is so big, in fact, that there is an entire lower section of the city. This part of Rabanastre is known as Lowtown. This was a safe haven for merchants to store their products until the event of Arcades invading and occupying the city, in which many of the orphans and citizens were relocated to Lowtown. This city also has another purpose. Lowtown serves as a passageway to the Garmscythe waterway. If you thought the city was big enough, the sewer system is also very intricate and massive. So much so, in fact, that many monsters call the waterway their home. And I hear it even houses an Esper, but I cannot confirm if that's the case considering I have never seen it, nor do I want to see it. Regardless, that is just a testament to how massive the city really is. I wonder how many secrets she hides considering its rich history, starting with the Galtean Alliance. The Galtean Alliance lasted for quite a long time, which means this city remained its capital and continued to flourish, with the royal palace located in the back center of the city inhabited by the royal Dalmascan dynasty, while also serving as the barracks for the Dalmascan army. Up until the invasion and occupation of Arcadia, the most recent Dalmascan rule living in the palace was King Rabanastre, the current queen's father, until he was killed in a framed betrayal by one of his trusted generals. Who would have figured he had a twin brother working for the enemy? Although despite Arcadia occupying the city and its palace under the control of Vayne Solador, he kept the integrity of the palace due to its very rich history and master craftsmanship. However, the war that Dalmasca had to engage against Arcadia was a losing one, as despite the war happening at Nalbina Fortress, the king's death set the stage for Vayne Solador becoming the Lord Consul of Dalmasca, even setting the royal palace as his base of operations, where he collaborated with one Dr. Sid to create the skyship Bahamut. Ironically, this city also served as a de facto base of operations for the Queen and her group during the duration of the Arcadian control as well, with them making many treks through Rabanastre throughout their journey, no doubt resolving to oust Vayne and reclaim the throne of Dalmasca once again. And at last, when war broke out between the resistance led by the Marquis Ondo and the Empire led by Vayne, as well as the emergence of the sky fortress Bahamut, uphaling was activated to protect Rabanastre from any falling debris. But once we saw the defeat of the Empire and the fortress falling towards the city, we were doomed. Until suddenly it gained enough power to drive itself and crash just outside the city. Whatever made that happen, I wonder? And since then, Rabanastre and her people have enjoyed a peaceful rule under Queen Ashdalmaska and Bosch von Ronsenberg, whom I am happy was not the one responsible for the death of her father. I do admire him as captain and general. He is a fearless leader, and I hope to be like him someday. Oh, would you look at the time? I've been talking for far too long. I should return to my post. Hopefully you enjoyed our little chat, and I'll see you around. Perhaps I can tell you more stories about some of the rich histories that lie behind Ivalice.